Welcome back to the next episode of our Dungeon Crawl Sudden Death Tournaments. It's week one. It's a Naga Alchemist per the requirements. Let me just pull this over here. And there's a few bonuses. The bonus is to reach the end of layer with your level being 12 or less. Bonus 2 is collect a rune with all base skills less than 11, so capped at 10. And then the gods are Gozag, Quaz, and Ellie. There's also some bonus points that we're gonna overarch. That's gonna overarch every character the whole time. So for example, oh, did I? Oh, there you go. This is what I'm looking for. If you have a 15 rune win, you get bonus, a full zig. If you reach a Zot at XL 20 or less, turn count win, no layer win, ascetic rune win. So until otherwise proven to be not the case, this is an ascetic rune attempt, which means no potions or scrolls before acquiring your first rune. This is not a no layer win because it's not aligned to the bonuses for the week. Until otherwise proven, we're going to play like it's a turn count win. This one is the most thematically aligned, getting into Zot. So this one's live. And my assumption is that 15 rune win and full zig are always live, but unlikely. Especially for me, I've done a few times. Ooh, there's a fly on me. I've done a 15 rune win many times, but I've never actually done a full zig. But typically, you would assume that whatever character does the 15 rune win is the full zig one, and so that's a whole thing. But yeah, so today we're just gonna play it with a turn count in mind, with ascetic rune in mind, with Zot in mind, and then whatever wins out with relation to our weekly stuff will happen. You can see, actually, since the first episode, we have done a unique kill, so we've already got 1 point on our character. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, last we left off, we cleared out most of all the way down to Dungeon 3. We were actually shafted to Dungeon 4 on Dungeon 2, so I'm going to be entering in a floor I've already been in, so we'll see. And if you haven't watched the first episode, we've got a few of our poison book stuff learned. We're capping ourselves out at 10 wherever possible. We got a insane short sword from Rupert. No, not Rupert. Terrence. And so it goes without saying, we're going to be slinging until our poison's in range, and then swapping to short sword of speed when we're in melee. So like for example here, I couldn't poison him, but I can shoot him, and it's a weak creature, so I'll probably just kill it like that so that I can save some time here. Okay, this is a little scary. I don't have our poison or our fire, so this guy can be scary. I'm not in range of anything, so this actually could be very risky. He will always outrange us, so I think I just have to go full out on him, which means first a shot. Can I spit him? I'm gonna have to move to stop the fire, and hopefully he dies from the poison along the way. If he's not in range, I'm gonna shoot him. Okay, so that could have been a lot worse. But thankfully it was okay. A Staff of Death. We already have a Staff of Earth. When you're trying to maintain some respectful turn count movement, you do pick up basically everything that's relevant to you as you move, so you don't have to re-encounter. Ooh, okay, we got another one. Let's try our best to address everything we can as quickly as possible. And yeah, I'm trying to avoid using mana when I can, so that if something emergency occurs, I have the mana for that. As we saw there was the ogre. But we can actually just kind of go around him. Remember, we're trying to be efficient with our movement, not just in the sense of the to have a low turn count, but also we do want to hit Zot entrance, which means 3 runes before we are XL20 or before XL21, but like and so it's okay to occasionally not kill something. We're not just forcing experience whenever possible. Now, of course, we don't have to rush it. XL20, 21 is in a long time. Don't risk your death, but it's not the end of the world. And remember, we have stealth, and so a lot of things can be kind of naturally dodged. So this is kind of the way we have to go. And we do have to keep in mind that we do want to get our temple, and it's live now. We're in XL4. Or sorry, level dungeon 4. I'll pick up the rapier. I don't think it's ever going to be better than our sword because it's +7, but I don't know. I'll look at it later. It's better to pick up now and, you know. Okay, I think I'm just going to go down here. Yeah. How do I know that? I'm not sure how I know that. Maybe because I'm an elk, I started with it. Anyway. Training's going well. Everything's where it should be. Okay. Ulgrib's is not castable yet, but I can probably learn it just in case. Ulgrib's will help with turn count because 1 turn and then the following toxicity ones can do a lot of damage to a lot of things on the screen. So we're in Dungeon 5 now. It's hard sometimes to tell where you are in the map for efficient movement. Because your goal is to only go somewhere once. Like, there's no point in, like, crisscrossing around the world. This might be our temple here. Ooh, this is going to be a lot of stuff. I could probably try to... I'm not going to call it kite, but pull back a little. And then kind of clean up here. And then apply poison as needed. Okay, it's not our temple, but it's stuff that we could use later. Because we're still alive for an aesthetic rune. Oof. Menakari's not the best friend that we would love. We kind of don't want to be getting nailed by him from afar. I can't really hit him that well right now, so I'm going to pull back, and then hopefully he gets in our face, and then like this, and then get in melee. and kill him. I probably should have done the Mercury Arrow quicker. Maybe even the Mephetic Cloud. I'm not sure if he could be affected by that. So we've got an amulet. It's better than nothing. And funnily enough, it's the Stand Still one or the Runaway one. And to be honest, we're not doing much of that. But it's better than nothing. At a certain point, I'd like to keep defaulted to the sword because you do waste turn counts swapping weapons. But until I know I can do effective work at ranged, at full range, like with Olgrebs or something, I gotta keep that in mind for safety purposes. Okay, I'm gonna work down the south and then work my way up the middle later. See, just pop in my head, seeing the path. So I'm XL8 now. Remember, it's 14 for layer. And it's... Sorry, no, 12. 12 or less is a point for us. Stachio. Can I stab him? I could. Let's poison him, and then... Yeah. Okay. Our downs are just here, so I think we just head down. Let me double check. Is there a chance that there's... Because there's a chance, I have to make sure I hit my temple. Blorkula, not ideal. I'm just going to run and hope that I'm missing my temple. Because Bjorkula with his bats, I'm not sure I'm in the situation where I can do that cleanly. He also had a Wand of Paralysis, so that's also awkward. Ooh, Swiftness might be interesting for this character, but until I'm capping out other things, I shouldn't be training any more stuff. Honestly, I should pump up spell casting. If I'm going to be training stuff, I should be training that more than other things. Why is my... I was going to just cap dodging at 2, but then I switched it to 10 because I was doing the whole 10 thing, and so I'll just stop it here. That's probably been harming us a little bit. Alright, so heading down to D6. We're still trying to get our temple. Now we're in the era of perhaps priests, orc priests, so we got to be careful. Here's a ring. Ring of Strength, actually completely useless for us. The sword we're using is dex based. What's under us? Oh, it's just a stone. It would have been nice if we got a regen amulet, because it allows us to keep moving while healing, which is aligned to turn count winning. Our Mephetic and Olgribs are basically in line now. Interesting. We got Sticky Flame. If by chance we get our hands on Ignite Poison, that could be cool. Boomerang. Oof, I've been marked. Honestly, I think we're kind of stuck doing what we're doing. By the time we've run away, it's over. So we should just move towards the top of the map. And if we have to emergency jump down, we're in range of a stair. +2 scales, Arlec, Cold, Will, Core. So this is very good. Actually quite good. We would probably be killing our ability to cast spells. I'm just gonna wait till the run-ups settle out. There's still people who are awake because of the mark. But once that's done, I'll try out what our cast abilities would be like. We did get the Ring of Strength. I think that helps with some encumbrance stuff, but yeah. So let's take a look. So like, for example, 4 and 3%, 13 for the others. If we put this on, it's not the worst, but it isn't what we want. So let's go back. Let's try the ringmail now, by the way. It's not too bad either. If I put the thing on, it's basically a wash. So I think we stay with the robes for now, but it's actually not the worst. Okay, let's head this way. We already have a nice helmet. Remember, we're really into I need my temple territory now. If it's not here, and we haven't somehow magically missed it on a previous floor, it's on the next floor. And if we recall, it's between Quaz, Ellie, and Gozag. And so it's not on this floor. So if it's not on 7, we've made a mistake somewhere on like 4 or 5. I don't think I've missed much, but it could be on a little thing. So we hear a roar of battle, so that's a Bailey. Am I going to force a Bailey? Probably not. But if it's natural, I'll poke my head in. Well, here it is. Interdex. I think I'll go a little bit into Dex, I suppose. Just to help the sword stuff, if we do that. Long term, I suppose I'm poking my way in here. Okay, so this one is like the, unless I'm gonna be surprised, this is more of like a hallway one, where it's like hallways of, ooh, this is the even worse one. This is like the it's gonna pull us forward one. So I'm going to pull back. Okay, I'm gonna Olgribs. And I'm gonna run it out once this is dead. Olgribs one more time. Take out this guy. I'm gonna have to try to run and escape here. Well then, guys, abandon all hope in that Bailey. I mean, if I was using potions and I was using, you know, all that stuff, it might have been a different scenario. But I didn't want to risk all that I've been working on simply to perhaps get I don't know, some potions or something, you know? Maybe an acquirement scroll or something. And the floors would only get harder from there. There would have been an end that was even worse. I can now throw things, by the way, and I should have been from the start. That could probably stop me from using my sling. The annoying thing with throwing, though, is that it... I mean, if you're trying to clean up, you should... you have to go out of your way to pick them up. So maybe I'll default to the boomerang. And here's our temple. It felt like temple-y, so that's why I came down. Okay, so good news. No! No! Our temple doesn't have Gozeg. Oh, no. Sorry for yelling if it peaked the mic. Oh, no. So either we go Ellie or Quaz. Oh no. I don't think we can do Quaz because it's not aligning to what we're doing, and it would just be suicide to get all that noise at you. And honestly, I have no experience really at all with Ellie. I will go read Ellie. I think it's this one. You can heal yourself. I suppose that lines well with the whole aesthetic rune, because you can heal yourself without using potions. You know what? I'll just be Ellie. I wanted to be Gozeg, but we're not Quaz. And for all I know, Gozeg's on D14, you know, and I'm never gonna, you know. So I have to be Ellie. So invocations, I'm capping at 10. Basically, let's take a look. The healer offers the followers a number of means to heal themselves from damage and other ill effects. They may also attempt to pacify hostile monsters and turn them neutral. It's kind of like Gozeg's buying floor, so it's kind of that way. And it may stop a killing blow. I don't know. I bet you that's based on piety. Let me look up, because honestly I have very little experience with this god, and so I want to understand it if it's gonna matter so much. Ellie, And sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I always see it and I think Ellie. Um, excuse me. Um, may negate an attack that would otherwise kill you. Can activate even if you're under penance. It's piety dependent. Starting at 10 from percent and becomes guaranteed 6 times piety. Piety timeout, and it's dramatically reduced during the timeout. I can be unsickened and all the negative effects with using that one. Restore stats to max. Cool. Heal other. The target monster gets healed, and using it on a hostile may pacify. It's based on their max HP. So basically, smaller creatures naturally will pacify easier. You can't do in mindless, and it's basically the baddies seem to be the worst cases. I can heal myself, and I mean we're gonna be like here, so like it's 12 to 34 healing on average. No new abilities, and then I can increase my max HP for some number of turns, and it can be used while confused. And then when I'm capped out, life savings are guaranteed as long as I'm not timed out. Okay, so we've learned a little bit here, and so let's play with that in mind. Now we are almost at 30 minutes. I'll play a little bit more time here, and then we'll call it for the episode, but I am definitely going to play a little bit more on this episode. A book we already had. It's a shame about Gozeg, though, guys. Another aspect of Gozeg that's good with turn count wins, other than just being able to buy a floor, like you can save money and just like buy Zot, 3, 4, or whatever, or even just a Zot 5 and like have them fight each other for a little bit, is you don't necessarily, well, when you see a store, you can learn a store, like you can get everything you want because you have so much gold, so it's just like boom boom boom. You never have to return back to the store. And also whenever you summon a store, you can just buy it there. I'm gonna avoid those guys, although that suggests we're in lair territory here, but I don't know if lair comes this early. Let me double check. No, lair can't be here, so it's just a random yak to scare us away, and I do not want him, even though I like wands. Actually, I could probably kill what's his face pretty easily because of my poison, but I still don't want to risk myself here. There's some sort of like, ooh, awkward. I was gonna say castle-like experience here. I'm not exactly sure how to engage. Okay, whites are a little scary because they're undead and I don't really affect them that well. I don't know if Mephetic affects them. I know Mercury does. I'm gonna throw some boomerangs, and this try to kill them as such. I don't want to attack all at the same time, so I will back up a little here, and then I'm going to concentrate on getting in there. Can I spit? No. Boomerang. Let's pick up anything relevant. Keep going. Probably not ideal starting this with very little mana, but let's start poking maybe. Can I boomerang? Oh, I don't have any. See, when they're confused like that, stabbing is extra powerful. Good old Mephetic Cloud. Very cool. Flail protection, probably not today. Lots of gold would have been great for Gozag, but not happening. Ooh. Misclicked a full rest. Rest in peace turns. Alright, well, we killed this, whatever this castle was. We're XL9. We've got to keep in mind we have to reach lair at end of 12. Cloak, leather. I think I could definitely put leather on now. Yeah. And I'll drop some of this here. I can drop that as well. And let's see. Training's going well. Can I afford this yet? Let's see. I don't like... We're in the territory. But I don't want to give up Mephetic Cloud, as we saw there, how great it is. Okay, so now we really got to find our lair. Oh, and I completely forgot. We were right near the end of 30 minutes when I last checked, and now we're over it by a bit. And so we'll call it here for this episode, for this Naga Alchemist of Ellie. As we saw, we didn't get a Gozag in our temple. And so now we're just building out what we got so far, using our resources when possible, and trying now to get right down into lair. And there'll probably be some significant lair diving, if not... because we need to first establish where lair is, and lair should be hopefully appearing soon for us. Now the last levels take a little bit longer, but I mean we are 99 into 10, so we're 2 levels away from being within our safety range for the first bonus point. All right, so check out next episode where we carry along on this character. Hopefully you're enjoying this tournament content. It's a little wacky, but it's fun. So I'll see you next time.